NASA has announced that it will decide by the end of the month whether to allow 2 astronauts to return to the International Space Station, ISS, due to a malfunction with their Starliner spacecraft. Butch, Wilmore and Sunita Suni Williams launched toward the ISS on June 5 aboard the Boeing-built Starliner during its inaugural crewed flight. Initially intended to last 8 days, the mission was extended as the Starliner's thrusters experienced issues, leaving the astronauts on the ISS. During a news conference on Wednesday, NASA indicated that it is still evaluating the thruster data, but must make a decision imminently. The thrusters are essential for maintaining the capsule's correct position during its descent from orbit. Ken Bowersox, Associate Administrator of NASA's Space Operations Mission Directorate, noted, "We're approaching a point where a decision should be made by the end of August, if not sooner." Safety Chief Russ DeLoach stated, "We lack sufficient insight and data to make a straightforward, definitive determination at this time. NASA must decide whether to rely on the Starliner for the return or to use a spacecraft from SpaceX, a company owned by Elon Musk. If SpaceX is chosen, the Crew 9 mission, scheduled for September 24, could proceed with only 2 astronauts instead of the usual 4. The Crew Dragon capsule would then return Wilmore and Williams to Earth in February 2025. Bowersox explained that the primary issue with the Starliner involves its propulsion system and noted that NASA has had very candid discussions with Boeing regarding this issue. Boeing asserts that the Starliner could still safely return the astronauts. The company has provided a list of thruster tests conducted in space and on the ground since the spacecraft's launch. NASA Chief Astronaut Joe Acaba remarked that Wilmore and Williams knew the potential risks before embarking on the mission. Before this Boeing mission, Wilmore, the mission commander, had spent 178 days in space, while Williams, the pilot, had 322 days of experience. Currently, a 4-seat SpaceX capsule is docked at the ISS. In addition to Wilmore and Williams, 4 other astronauts are aboard the space station. In 2014, Boeing and SpaceX were awarded multi-million-dollar contracts to transport NASA astronauts to the ISS. SpaceX completed its first crewed test in 2020 and has transported several astronauts.